Okay. Hello from the Exumas. We're in Georgetown.
Yeah, it was a pound to get down here, but we got to the grocery shelves before they were emptied.
That's a good feeling. Yeah, we can't believe how crazy this last week has been, and we just feel like all we can do is send everybody good vibes.
Yeah, if you don't know, our videos are more or less in real time, so we're talking about, thinking about, focused on the same things you guys are, which is this damn COVID virus. It's really messing with our plans. Everything's up in the air for us, but if you'll bear with us, we'll take you away, I guess, a little bit for the next few minutes. And well, this is actually how we deal with some of the stress.
Before we devour these tacos, I'm going to show you what they look like. They'll be gone in like 1 minute.
All right.
Oh. 7 for me?
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Still from Samson Key. We haven't moved in 5 days. That's just all right with us. It seems like it's been go, go, go for like 2 months, and just being parked in one spot, relaxing, putting things away, cleaning up the boat. It's been feeling really, really good. But as is usually the case with us, we're getting a little itchy, and it's time to head out. We're gonna head north just to maybe 10 miles to our favorite little secret spot. Hopefully nobody else has discovered it. We'll have it to ourselves. But yeah, feels good. Not doing a whole heck of a lot. I'm mining for gold. Well, I could show you this electrical panel, but I couldn't describe what's going on. So anytime you make a modification like I just have, it's really smart to make notes here, because when it comes time to looking this over later, let me show you what we're up against. So when it comes time to looking things over later, you gotta have your wiring diagram and everything's gotta correspond, because there's absolutely no way that you're gonna remember, or that I'm gonna remember, in 3 or 6 months, or really even 3 or 6 minutes, because this shite is complicated.
Oh, we're at Staniel Key. It really is a picturesque little town, and we're just getting some fuel and probably gonna grab a little bite to eat here at the marina. They have a good BLT. These are healthy, homemade peanut butter and chocolate cups. Reese's knockoff. Would you like to try it, Nick? Nick lost his hat.
This visor and I, we've been through some serious shit. Many miles have been run in this visor. So I went after her. Thank you, Nick. We're anchored in Pipe Key, basically our favorite little spot in here. Currents are swift, but it's so well enclosed by the islands that, you know, it just it stays really comfortable. So we're hanging out and watching a lot of boats heading north. Of course, the whole coronavirus thing, we have no idea whether it's as serious as some people seem to think, or if it's being overblown. We have no idea. But we do think it's a little bit odd that there are all these boats down here that look to be heading north and back towards the United States. I would think that we would be safest out here. I guess it depends on how many provisions or how much provisions you've got on board, but it's pretty easy to stay isolated and stay away from other people, and that seems to be the main determining factor in whether or not this coronavirus takes hold. So anyway, just weird. We've seen, I don't know, at least 20-something boats go north yesterday, and maybe 10, 12 boats just this morning heading north. So it looks like folks are heading for home, but we're gonna stick it out and enjoy this for a bit.
All right, that was a very, very long journey. Took us about 10 minutes to get to this new anchorage, which is on the backside of Pipe Creek, which is a really beautiful snorkeling area with lots of sandbars to go explore. So this is really pretty. But never we're the only boat. There's lots of beaches here, and I'm excited to check it out. Ah, we are sailing. Just left Big Majors near Staniel Keep and are headed to one of our favorite anchorages off of Lee Stocking to meet up with our friends on One Life. And it's just a beautiful sail with winds about 12 knots, and we're going about 8 knots under full jib and full main.
Feels good.
So good.
Whoop, whoop. Makes you want to just keep going, doesn't it?
I know, we're trying to figure out what we're doing.
So when you're going up and down the Exumas, you've got your choice. You can go in sound, which is deep water. It's exposed to the trade winds, typically a lot rougher. Or you can try and stay on the bank. The bank usually is protected from the east winds, so the water's a lot flatter, sailing's a little bit more pleasant, but it's shallow. So we're going to take you through the Pimlicos. This is a high tide only passage on the bank from the Galliot Bank into Lee Stocking Island and the Research Center in Williams Bay. So we're going to creep our way through. High tide's coming up here in about an hour and a half. Hopefully we'll have enough water to get through. Alright, so that's one set of Pimlicos. I can't remember if that's the tighter of the two, but of course we had to cross paths with somebody going the opposite direction, right in the tightest part of the channel. We saw about 0.5 under the boat. That's this much water under the boat. And it happened just where this French boat was crossing our path. And you know, it's not like there's roadways out here, but he was on our side of the street for sure. And at the last second he kind of turned up, pinched up, but man, it's tight.
All right, it's early in the morning. I don't even know what time, maybe 8 o'clock, and we are headed down to Georgetown because this pandemic stuff is pretty scary. I feel like with hearing things like in Nassau, the stores are empty, that it's just wise to go ahead and stock up while we can. We know the Great Exuma Market in Georgetown just stocked up their shelves yesterday. So yeah, just really thinking about everybody out there and just hoping and praying that we flatten the curve and we're getting through this as quickly as possible, banding together and doing everything that we can to stay calm and healthy. So a little hard to leave Williams Bay with our great friends on One Life and Southern Cross. They are going fishing and heading up to Black Point. So hopefully we'll cross paths again with them soon.
A little crowded. We found the herd. Most of these boats are here for the season. A few of them are going to be heading south. The question is, are we one of the few?
How much garbage is that, Nick?
There's just 2 weeks worth of garbage.
Woo, smell it! Seriously, this is one of my favorite parts about going to shore. Is getting rid of the garbage.
Things can change so quickly. In just the span of a week, our plans for crossing the South Pacific have been pretty much erased. All of the ports that we have planned on visiting this season and next season are either closed to all foreign yachts, or there are severe restrictions in place requiring quarantine, or the island nations themselves are just plain closed. So we remain in a holding pattern, hanging out with just a few of our friends.
In case you didn't know, we have a podcast. It's called Under the Sheets with the O'Kellys. And it's a place where we go a little deeper into the behind the scenes of our day-to-day life. You can find it on iTunes and Stitcher. So hope we see you there, and thanks again for watching and leaving a comment. We love hearing from you, and we hope that you all stay safe out there. Take care.